My best friend's voice was a hiss in my ear, like a snake slithering through my thoughts. Test him, Lila, or you'll regret it forever. I laughed it off, but her words clung to me like damp clothes after a rainstorm. I'm Lila Harper, 29, a graphic designer with a knack for seeing beauty in chaos. My life was a canvas of vibrant plans. A cozy apartment in Seattle, a promotion on the horizon, and a wedding to plan with Ethan, my boyfriend of 4 years. Ethan was my rocksteady kind with eyes that crinkled when he smiled, like he was sharing a secret with the universe. We'd met at a coffee shop, bonding over spilled lattes and bad puns. He proposed 6 months ago under a cherry blossom tree, and I'd never felt more certain of anything. But my best friend Mia had other ideas. Mia, with her sharp wit and sharper tongue, had been my confidante since college. She was the kind of friend who'd drag you to karaoke at 2 a.m. and then hold your hair back when the night went south. But lately her edges had sharpened. "You're too trusting," she'd say, rolling her eyes when I gushed about Ethan. Men like him? They always have a secret. Last week, over margaritas at our favorite dive bar, Mia leaned in, her voice low and urgent. "Lila, you're about to marry him. You need to know he's all in. Test him. See if he's loyal." I choked on my drink, the salt rim stinging my lips. Test him? Like what? Hire a decoy to flirt with him? I was joking, but Mia's eyes lit up. Exactly. I know someone. A friend of a friend. She's perfect, gorgeous, charming, discreet. Let her try to seduce him. If he bites, you dodge a bullet. If he doesn't, you're golden. I laughed, thinking it was absurd. But that night, alone in my apartment, her words gnawed at me. What if Ethan wasn't who I thought? What if I was walking into a lifetime of regret? By morning, doubt had taken root. I texted Mia, "Fine. Set it up." Mia worked fast. She introduced me to Claire, a statuesque brunette with a smile that could sell toothpaste to a hermit. Claire was a professional apparently. This wasn't her first rodeo. The plan was simple. She'd bump into Ethan at his favorite brewery, strike up a conversation and see how far he'd go. I gave her his schedule, his favorite beer, his quirks. It felt like handing over a piece of my soul. Friday night I sat at home, my phone burning a hole in my hand. Ethan was at the brewery, thinking he was meeting his brother for drinks. Instead, Claire was there, all charm and calculated glances. Mia texted me updates. "She's in. He's laughing. Looks cozy." My stomach twisted. I pictured Ethan's crinkly eyes softening for someone else. I wanted to call it off, but Mia's next text stopped me. "He's giving her his number." I felt the world tilt. Ethan? My Ethan? I waited for Claire's full report, each minute an eternity. When my phone finally buzzed, I opened the message with trembling fingers. Claire's voice memo was calm, professional. "Lila, he was friendly, but he didn't cross any lines. He mentioned you within 5 minutes, said he's getting married." I pushed a little, touched his arm, suggested we grab coffee sometime. He shut it down politely. Said he's not that guy. Relief flooded me, warm and sweet. I laughed, tears spilling over. Ethan had passed. I was an idiot for doubting him. I called Mia to gloat, but she was oddly quiet. "Good for him," she said, her voice flat. "Guess he's not a total cliché." I brushed off her tone, too elated to care. I planned to surprise Ethan that night, to confess the test and laugh about my insecurities. But when I got to his apartment, his face was a storm cloud. "Lila," he said, his voice low, "we need to talk." My heart sank. He sat me down, his hands clasped tight. "Claire told me everything. She felt guilty, said she couldn't keep it from me." "Why, Lila? Why would you think I'd cheat?" I stammered, trying to explain Mia's idea, my stupid doubts, but his eyes were cold. "You didn't trust me. After 4 years, you thought I'd throw it all away for some stranger at a bar." His voice cracked, and I saw the hurt beneath his anger. "I can't marry someone who needs to test me like that." "Ethan, please," I begged, my voice breaking. I was scared. I just wanted to be sure. "Sure of what? That I'm not a liar? That I love you?" He stood, running a hand through his hair. "I'm done, Lila. I can't do this." He walked me to the door and I left, sobbing, the ring still on my finger but feeling like a lie. I called Mia, expecting comfort, but she was nonchalant. "Well, if he's that sensitive, maybe you're better off," she said. I hung up, stunned. The next week was a blur of tears and unanswered texts. Ethan blocked me. My apartment felt like a tomb, every corner haunted by memories of him. I threw myself into work, designing logos with a ferocity that scared my colleagues. But on Saturday I got a call from Jake, Ethan's brother. "Lila, you need to know something," he said, his voice tight. "Ethan's been hanging out with Mia. A lot." I froze. "What do you mean, hanging out?" "They were at the brewery last night. Looked close. I didn't want to tell you, but it's not right." My mind raced. Mia? My Mia? The one who'd pushed me to test Ethan? I drove to her place, my hands shaking on the wheel. When she opened the door, her smile was too bright, too forced. "Lila. Hey, what's up?" "Cut the crap," I snapped. "Are you with Ethan?" Her face fell, but only for a second. Then she shrugged, that sly smirk creeping back. "He came to me after you broke his heart. We clicked. It's not like you own him." I felt like I'd been slapped. "You told me to test him. You set this up." Mia laughed, sharp and cruel. "Oh, please. I didn't make you do anything. You're the one who doubted him. I just helped things along." I stumbled back, the truth hitting me like a freight train. She'd wanted Ethan. The test wasn't about protecting Mia, it was about breaking us apart. "You're not my friend," I whispered, tears burning my eyes. "You never were." I left, her laughter echoing behind me. The days that followed were a fog of grief and rage. I threw out every photo of Mia, every gift she'd ever given me. But Ethan was gone too, and that hurt worse. I kept replaying our last fight, wondering if I'd been wrong to test him, or if Mia had just played us both. A month later, I ran into Jake at a coffee shop. He looked uneasy but sat with me. "Ethan and Mia didn't last," he said. "He found out she was the one who pushed for the test. He's a mess, Lila. He misses you, but he's too stubborn to admit it." I nodded, my throat tight. I missed Ethan too, but the trust we'd had was shattered. Mia's betrayal had cut deeper, exposing the fragility of friendship, of love, of everything I'd thought was solid. I was rebuilding piece by piece, but some scars don't fade. I started therapy, learning to trust myself first. I designed a new logo for my portfolio, a phoenix, rising from ashes. Felt right. I wasn't ready to forgive Ethan or Mia, but I was ready to move forward. What do you think, reader? Was I wrong to test Ethan, or was Mia the villain all along? Can trust ever be rebuilt once it's broken, or is it better to let go? Share your thoughts. What's justice in a story like this?